Hello and welcome to Come With Us, a podcast to meet all your fantasy needs. I'm Susie Nunez.
And I'm Reshea Kelly, and each week we dive into the tempting world of books, seductive romance, and a sprinkle of spice.
And for today, anime.
Okay, so Oriana, you said you have here that you wanted to talk about thoughts on the first season, the outro
The outro.
of the first season. Tell me more, because honestly, they're so fucking. Oh no, them dancing.
Yeah, them dancing.
Gojo has move.
Right? He's got the
moves.
raise. He's got the raise.
Yes.
He's got the. They're like, damn, okay.
And the song is actually really good.
I know. No,
It was
it's
a good
called,
song.
Like, I still have it on my playlist.
We need to point out the immense difference between everything from the first season, the silliness, the eyes so cute and all that, and then the darkness of the second one.
I mean, to be fair, they did have both times, both in season 1 and in season 2, like, Junpei died, and both Sukuna and Mahito were, like, laughing at him, and then he goes, and I'm like, no, fuck you.
I remember
And
watching
then
that.
in season 2, he's having the mental breakdown after the Sukuna and the Shibuya, and then he goes, "You are my space, and I know." Anyway, I thought that we were over this.
Wait! I need to translate that. She said, and then on the second season, there is a moment when Itadori, it's the Juji, it's walking traumatized after everything that Sukuna did.
Yeah.
And the song that is in the background, it's specials, and that was
I'm like, you got to be kidding
Just
me.
like,
but you
just
told me that
covered
was a
in
mistake.
blood.
Yeah.
You told me that was a mistake, is it?
Yeah. Because they were literally animating that episode hours, like they were just finishing animating that episode hours before it released. Therefore, they didn't have the time to actually edit a good song or the correct song into it. I'm like, either that or they just wanted to do UG dirty like they did in the first season. We are all traumatized, and that is the reason why I can't listen to that song anymore. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. It's just the
That
utter
shit-
disrespect to Yuichi.
That shit, it's like Gojo edited the episode. He's like, but I like this song. And they're like, Gojo, that's like, he's not okay right now. I guarantee you what it was. Gojo's just walking behind him, just out of frame. And he's got his phone up and he's like, and I was Gojo, not right now. He's dealing with some shit. Okay, give him some space. He's like, but I love this song.
I have a question for you guys for the first season. When was the moment that you cried? Like a moment that the first one that makes you cry, that made you cry.
Did you cry first season?
I didn't cry with no.
Junpei, I cried.
I didn't care.
That
little bitch had it coming.
I hated Junpei.
Junpei.
He was the equivalent of a fucking school shooter, but a Japanese one.
Thank you so much.
Wait,
so
not
much.
because of Junpei, because of Itadori. Like the moment that he's like, like
how he lost it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to go haywire on Mahito's ass when he went all black and white. I was like, oh,
what a great
let's
panel.
Go.
Yeah.
Wait, what an amazing panel, by the way. Some of the most beautiful art I've ever seen. That was like the first panel. I was like, holy shit, this is art. Like,
exactly.
Like I knew it was art, but like I would put that on my wall. Anyways, yeah, I didn't cry with Junpei. I didn't cry with Junpei. I was shocked, but I didn't cry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think about. I am trying to think of when I would have cried first season. Oh, you know what? I might have almost cried during. There was a part somewhere in where they were fighting Eso and Kichizu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think it was like when Eso got so upset when his brother died. That got me. Also, Nobara's like monologue speech where she's like, if I'm gonna die, fine, fuck it, like whatever. And she's just like ready to sacrifice herself in that scene. I was just like, but I don't know if a tear fell, but I felt I was invested emotionally in that whole thing.
I think that in my case, it would have been one of the Jujutsu strolls, weirdly enough, in which Megumi makes meatballs, and he's like, and Kugisaki is like, yeah, no, they're really good, and Megumi goes, yeah, Itadori taught me how to make them, and she goes, oh,
Point
for like point of view, yeah,
parentheses. They thought that he was dead.
yeah, they all thought that he was dead, whilst
Oh,
Gojo
yeah, I
was
remember
training
that.
him by watching movies. Like, that is the most, like, every single shonen MC has goes to like the most hard, like, fucking training arc of their life. Yuji is just watching movies. I'm like, I love that for him.
But it's great because he was learning how to control his emotions. So that's
Yeah.
I remembered one that made me cry, and it was when Itadori died.
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
And I was like, because I mean, I've never encountered an author / director / production company that really just this is worse than Game of Thrones as far as killing off important and likable characters, okay? And I was like, there's no way this shit's happening. And then I'm texting the friend who told me about it, and I was like, he can't really be dead because he just ate Sukuna. And he just responded with, and then like when Sukuna was like, yeah, I'll bring you back or whatever, I was like, but then if anything happens to Sukuna, then Itadori's gonna die, right? And I just get a text back, that emoji again, and I was like, tell me something.
We're moving on to season 2.
Okay.
It's taking forever, but we're here. No Juju strolls in season 2. Too serious / too real for the season. Yes. I think it would have toned down a bit the episodes, and they wanted us to be on the fucking edge. You know?
They wanted to pull us in, and that would have broken the spell a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Geto and Gojo, first part of the second season. If you haven't realized, I will die any day for Geto, Suguru. Do I think that my perfect ideal partners are Geto and Gojo together with me? Yes.
Yeah, you talk about it a lot in the group chat.
Yeah. And I can tell you, Gojo, Geto on this side, Gojo on this side, no doubt.
Fair.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why? It's because you know Gojo manscapes. You know he's shaved clean.
100%. Oh.
Yeah.
Who would be your two guys?
Who would you let Eiffel Tower you?
That is a good question.
Oh yeah, you, Oriana.
If it were two, obviously Gojo and Geto, because I love them. Mm-hmm. Or because I'm like that, even though they wouldn't be interested in each other. But if it were like only for me, Maki and Choso. I'm so down bad.
Maki.
I need Maki sitting on my face. I need Maki sitting on my face and Choso going at it, okay?
But you love Choso. Like, I love Maki, Choso. You don't even fucking care about Maki. You love Choso.
I love Maki. The fuck you mean? I love them both equally. It's bad.
Maki,
I don't believe you.
Maki is a bad bitch. For Choso. Listen, yeah, absolutely. He's got a twin. I'm just saying.
So continuing.
Reshea. Bezel.
Who would be your two?
I
feel gonna take you to Paris.
I think the only like combo that like works personality wise and like vibe wise is Gojo and Geto. They're the only ones that, like, that you're like
literally
not children, which is perfect. And then also, you know, because I feel like, I don't know, in the last episode, Itadori, he can get it. But like up until then, I was like, this is a 14-year-old, 15-year-old. I don't know. So
still makes me uncomfortable, but
you're right, exactly. I'm like,
Sukuna.
No, ready? Here, listen.
Body.
I was taking a shower today, and I had this thought. Ready? I had this shower thought, and I was like, I'm gonna say, Sukuna, once you stop using that adolescent's body to hold yourself together, call me. like as soon as you're not inside a 15-year-old, get with it. You could just like hop over to somebody over 18. That'd be great. Over 21. I want him to be able to buy me a beer at a bar. So I know it's not going to happen.
No.
Guys. I'm not stupid.
Okay, but
no. Okay, so what I'm saying is, Gojo Geto is the only thing that works. I cannot choose between Nanami, Maki, and Todo. Ooh, Maki and Todo.
Really? Interesting.
Except Maki would be in the middle, probably.
Yeah, Todo, he's best of friend though, that's it.
Listen, he's got an IQ of like a fucking million. He's got an IQ of a million. He's hot as fuck. He is not ashamed about his sexuality at all, because he'll straight up look at somebody and be like,
I respect him, just not my type.
Thank you for selling it, though.
That's fine. Cassian, he's my Cassian.
I put it in the cart, but I never check out.
He's my Cassian, okay? He's my Cassian. And you know what? That's fine, because more for me. More for me, bitches. You don't want him? Fine, I'll have him.
For you.
You see him during the opening credits? He's just kissing his little necklace? Come on.
I have an alternative. Nanami and Choso. I'm just saying.
I don't see it working out.
Really?
No. Personalities can be maybe too similar, and they're not gonna talk to each other. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But let's go back to the... Or
maybe because they would understand each other perfectly, then...
It could work. I mean, I'm not saying no, but I don't know. Going back, Geto and Gojo, the first part of the second season, the friendship. I
was gonna say the friendship.
Friendship, like bitch, friendship. That shit ain't straight. There's nothing straight about that.
They love one another.
I mean, Gojo literally says that Gojo is the greatest curse, and when he does what he does to Geto, because I'm not even gonna say it because it fucking breaks my heart, he does at least curse me at the end. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that he was a little bratty shit before Sukuna. Basically.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
He is who he is nowadays, the lovable goofball that we love because of Sukuna.
I think when I think of their relationship, it reminds me of I can't remember the movie, but it's kind of like, it's essentially like your grumpy sunshine trope, but it's not a romance because it doesn't have a happy ending. That's all. It's just like, it's like a heartbreaking, I don't know. It was beautiful and it was sad. And I have had very personal and dear and close to me long-term friendships end, and it wasn't that. That was love. That was
love.
That was, I could have been with you forever. That was soulmate shit.
That could have been Good Omens. That was Good Omens.
Oh my god.
Do not
is
talk
this
about
Good
it
Omens?
because I haven't watched
it is now.
Do you know that trend of the do we meet each other in every other universe? Like in other universe? That's them. I'm telling you, that's them. I'm like,
the I will always find you with the flashback of them standing on the street and everyone's walking.
But why are you talking about this? I said I have not watched this thing.
She's talking about
Geto. They're standing there. They're standing there.
Oh, you mean the KFC? Oh, I thought you were talking about Good Omens. Okay.
Who's talking about fried chicken?
No.
They break up. Like, they have that argument in front of a KFC.
Oh shit, is there a KFC there?
Yeah.
It's a meme at this point. Yeah. It's a real street. Like, some people have actively gone to the location and reenacted the scene. It's great.
I watched that. I don't understand why they're standing so far apart from one another. Feels like they wouldn't have been able to hear each other, and it would have been just like a what did I say? Are you something because you're Gojo, or are you Gojo because, and I was like, what are you? Like that killed me. But if you take that away, it's just like you see the artistic viewpoint of like they're there, but then everyone else falls away and it's only them. And even though it's star-crossed lovers doomed to failure because it's wrong place, wrong time, or, this, that, and like, we're just fundamentally different. We have different morals and different beliefs. It's Elpheba and Galinda in Wicked is what it is.
Bitch, you are talking my language. You are talking theater kid language.
Yeah, no.
I hope you're happy now that you're choosing this. Okay.
I really
Anyways,
do,
I'm just
but-
saying it was beautiful and they're in love.
I
Yes,
love it. I
exactly.
love it. No, it was really and also the fishes in the intro.
Gojo's fish, like Satoru's Geto's fish has broken fins, then that means that the fish is dying, whereas Gojo's fins are all healthy.
Yeah. Not big.
It's the symbolism. It's the symbolism. It's the genius of it all. It's the genius.
Oriana, you're talking here about we need to move on from Geto and Gojo because really my heart
we
is
will
not
cry.
ready yet.
We will
It's
cry.
just not
We will
ready
cry.
yet. Connection to the movie. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Gojo seeing Suguru after so long in the movie because of Yuta.
Oh, see, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Also, I do have to say the voice actor is incredible for this. But the softness in how Geto says Satoru when he's Geto is slightly off when he's Kenjaku.
サトル久しいねやあサトル久しいね
It's not as sweet.
Yes.
And I love that. I absolutely adore that.
I love when Gojo says, "Miss." Why am I talking in Spanish? My six eyes said that you are him, but my soul said that you're not. Oh my god! I was like, "That's my baby. They're soulmates. They're definitely soulmates." Oh my god!
So
I
you
love
agree
them
with
so
us
much.
now? Okay, just checking.
No, yeah, I do. Of course, no, absolutely. I
not
just got
just
confused with the Good Omens. Mei Mei is fucking cancelled.
Fuck that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When I was talking to Reshea and I was saying, like, she makes me uncomfy. There's one scene that makes me uncomfy. That's what I meant. I swear to God. I cannot.
Yeah, so for those of you who aren't aware, Mei Mei is a character who is she's a Jujutsu sorcerer.
She's
same
a special
level,
grade.
Special grade, same level as Gojo, Nanami. And
Nanami is the first grade.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, which is why he wasn't strong enough.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, Sussy.
moment of silence. Sussy will be okay. Shake it off.
Eventually.
I cry so much. Go ahead.
So she's like at the beginning you think, oh, she's kind of like a anti-hero type situation where she's not like your pure hero. She's financially manipulating and bribing people. She's very cutthroat. Like she's gonna make sure that she's taken care of, and she doesn't really have friends, but she's also like super good at what she does. She's very talented Jujutsu sorcerer, and she's got a weird ass fucking braid that just goes right down the front of her face, and I don't know why, and I hate it. But aside from the weird hairstyle, you think everything's fine, and then the Shibuya incident happens, and she has this moment where you're seeing her for the first time really like fight, and she's kicking ass, but then she has this companion with her who is a child.
Her little brother.
I'm still not 100% sure why she needs it, but or him, not it, but there's
weird.
There's a scene where like she's about to get her shit rocked by a curse, and she asks this child to just basically sacrifice himself for her, and they're just like, oh, sure thing, Mei Mei, I'd do anything for you. I'd be happy to die for you, Mei Mei. Some fucked up shit. The kid's okay.
Killing me with that voice. You kill my bus with that.
Yeah, and that is exactly what happens when I listen to the audiobook of Madame by Sarah Kate. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Adults shouldn't do kids' voices, but that's
Absolutely
kind of what
not.
the kid sounds like in the English dub version. It's not great.
No.
Thank you for telling me to avoid it. Another reason.
It's not great. So I was thinking when Oriana tells me Oh yeah, Mei Mei, there's some scenes that like makes me uncomfy. And I'm like, oh yeah, the fact that she was totally willing to just like sacrifice this kid, just no
No, I
thought.
was
And I was
fine
like,
with that.
and
I
the
I
thing
was
I was
fine
like,
with that. Like,
see, and I was like, I mean, there's been way more fucked up shit happening in this show alone. I
yeah,
read some I know there's books out there where cannibalism just happens as a way to get back at somebody for cheating on them. So like not the worst thing I've consumed media wise. But I was like, sure, yeah, stick to those morals. And then I keep watching and we get to the second to last episode. And it almost opens. There's like a scene first, but then it like cuts to Mei Mei naked in bed, laying there with her small child companion laying in bed with her. The child is clothed. She says something about like, now wasn't that fun? And then asks for something else. And then the kid says, well, isn't that inappropriate? And she goes, but don't you like it when I'm inappropriate with you? She gets up and takes a phone call, puts on a robe, and you see there's fucking 2 glasses of alcohol with 2 bottles. So she's like getting a fucking child drunk. And then she's laying in bed naked with them. And she's like, oh, don't you like it when I'm inappropriate with you? This bitch is a fucking predator. She's a pedophile. She deserves to be just like ganked, like straight into the ocean with like cement shoes. I don't know.
I got nothing to say to this point.
child services needs to save that child.
I don't understand the point. I don't want to know spoilers. I just want to know, does the manga explain what the fuck is going on at all?
Nope. Gege just hates Mei Mei.
Well, I hate Mei Mei now too. So
Jogo crying when Sukuna killed him was a canon event. A curse was feeling.
That's what they wanted. They were fighting. The whole point of this whole series, the whole point of this fight is because the curses want to be treated like humans. They want to have their place in the world, right? Like they have these whole conversations about it and that's what they're fighting for. And as he's about to die, he sees, oh, it's possible. And remember, that's when Mahito had been having that conversation with him, is like, why do you want to be humans? Like, you're not. Like, you guys are just saying, and they're like, no, we don't want to be human. We just want to be treated like as equally as humans do. Like, they get to have their space and blah, blah, blah. And then Jogo has that moment where he cries and he's like, oh shit, it could happen. Then it's over.
And what Sukuna says, that is the fire that he's like, what is this? He has like tears in his hands, and Sukuna's like, I wouldn't know. That Sukuna is just another level. Like
that gets
obsessed.
further developed in the manga to an extent that nobody even could have even predicted that it could have even taken that direction. But how they handle it, it's in such a poetic way, honestly, and I absolutely adore it. Like,
so far, how many seasons do you think is gonna be so far with the manga? I know it's not finished, but so far, because we have the Calling Games is what is coming next.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
it's a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
But like you already know. But like Susie already knows. And so I think that the Calling Games is gonna take, because the Calling Games take like
two seasons.
At least, and if they crunch it, they can make it into like a 26 episode season, not a 22 or a 21 episode season, but a 26 episode season.
Did you say the culling season? Culling?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I know what culling means, so
exactly. So
haven't they already culled?
Nope, not nearly enough.
How much more can they cull?
Not nearly enough. And that happens around the same location of Shibuya. So
when you read the manga and you see the rules,
oh my god! All right, you already started that, right? It's insane. The rules of the Culling Game.
When you start, you're gonna start right at the end. You know when Yuji does this at the end? Literally that's where I started the manga. Like literally right there. And then Calling Games is like 1 or 2
chapters away.
Chapters, yeah, that's it. Okay, Gojo's capture was too easy. We're talking about the strongest sorcerer Was he?
He was. We have to remember he was exhausted because he managed to enact his imminent domain in like 0.02 seconds or some shit like that, something insane like that. He killed hundreds of cursed spirits and special grades. He had to be exhausted, and I think the only way that it was possible for him to be captured so easily was because of how thoroughly exhausted he was, and not Geto planned it that way.
Kenny.
I agree with you 100%, but then again, isn't Gojo's job to analyze situations? And they know that the prison realm was fucking lost. They knew someone had it. You need to, and not only the prison realm, any other thing that they could have used. And it's like, what are you doing? I think Todo, it's smarter than fucking you, because I don't understand how you got so weak in that moment, knowing that there's so many special grades out there.
And besides, remember, Gojo knows reverse curse technique, meaning that he can replenish his curse technique. He can do the domain expansion as many times as he wants, because he can replenish that over and over again, similar to Sukuna.
Do you think it played a part that it
was Geto?
Looked like
Geto's body?
No, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
that was the objective. That was the objective. Like, that was the one reason why it worked, because they literally said it. They made it, they insisted on the fact that there needed to pass a minute in Satoru Gojo's mind for it to actually work.
Yeah.
And that, basically everything that we saw in the first part of the first season went through his head when he saw Kenny.
Yeah.
That's everything that happened. Meaning that it would have been longer than 1 minute. He was still in shock.
Here's my other question. And this might be because I'm not remembering it right because ADHD. Did Gojo have a moment where he realized he was bested and was like, oh my god, like, oh shit, like he was just like, huh, and then he ended up in the box and he was just like, huh, this is fun. Like, he just seemed unaffected, right, from what I remember?
Yeah, he even encouraged them to close it faster. He was like, this is taking too long, like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, would you want for them to stall?
I don't, so like, I'm wondering if like Gojo has some sort of like foresight, because also part of his technique is that that he can slow things down and analyze them slower and slower. And if you harken back to high school math, that there's like this point where like that will never reach zero. So
yeah,
he could essentially stop time for all intents and purposes, because every time you take something, you cut it in half, and you take half of that, you cut it in half, you're never going to get to zero, but you're able to slow it down almost to where it completely stops. So I feel like he has to have some sort of foresight, because why else would he allow this to happen to himself? I feel like it's an intentional thing on Gojo's part. It has to be.
Yeah. But at the same time, I think that is because he saw no way out. Like, he already tried everything, and if he tried to do another domain expansion, even if he had been another, like, 0.05 second, there would still be civilian lives that would have been in risk, which was the idea of bringing them all in, or having them be in the train tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So that everyone in Shibuya, because of Halloween.
He willingly sacrificed himself to save innocent human lives.
Yeah, he actually, I'm pretty sure that he thought that the others would get him out faster. Like, that the others, he really underestimated the power
Overestimated. I was gonna say he overestimated the kids.
The kids and the other special grades, you know, because Mei Mei was there for once, and Nanami was there too, and the others were also there, you know?
That old guy who was a total badass.
Yeah, Naobito Senin. So, like, heads of clans were there. So he thought that they were all, like, they went in, like, confident that they were going to be fine, but, like, the actual impact of it all. Like, nobody expected for that to happen, or for even. I think that the amount of casualties that actually happened was because of Sukuna, obviously, but the overall plan was just greater than anyone had expected. Even I'm pretty sure that the villains had expected. It went too well for once. The villains won.
This feels like the first half of Endgame. It feels
You
like
say-
the end of Infinity War when like half
Yeah.
everybody disappears and Thanos won, and you're just sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, there's gotta
Yeah,
be a
exactly.
comeback. But I'm worried
Yeah.
that because it's gay, they're all just gone.
Do you want me to give you like a slight preview?
Yeah.
Without any spoilers, I promise. We haven't seen any light.
Just
This is
no
so
light.
worrying.
There's like maybe you're not
There's
maybe
no
you're not
light
in
at the
a
end of the tunnel.
Maybe you're not in a tunnel, you're looking down a well and it's just gonna keep going deeper.
If anything, I'm kind of glad. Like, this is gonna sound shitty, but I'm kind of glad that Nanami died early, so that he didn't see any of this happening.
That poor man needed a break.
Yeah, that poor man needed a fucking break.
Between the first fight with Sukuna and Jogo and the second fight with Sukuna and Mahoraga, which one is your favorite? Oriana.
I'd have to say they're completely different things, but I like visually only. I would say Mahoraga and Sukuna, simply because we get to see Sukuna's curse technique for the first time ever.
I loved Jogo Sukuna.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It was
bad.
beautiful.
Because
that one
first,
was
the lava.
Mm-hmm. The
They
fire
were the
arrow.
one. I know they were the ones that started destroying the actual Shibuya, and I think that was poetic. And the colors.
When Jogo went like this, I was like,
I know, it was so good. It was so good. I love that one, and I love seeing that side of Jogo. And honestly, I love the fact that it was Jogo the one who fought with Sukuna, because if you see, in my opinion, he was one of the not so strong ones at the beginning for me, and then you see him fighting with fucking Sukuna, and yes, he lost, but what a beautiful fight. What a beautiful fight. I love Rika.
That was
Rika,
creepy as fuck. She was stage 5 clinger. Love that for her.
Rika, it's ride or die energy, and I love her for that.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, poor girl. She was cursed by this boy when she died. Poor girl.
She's in heaven.
The way,
Eventually.
I mean, no, we're just saying like she was loving every minute of it because during their life she was pretty obsessed. Like,
Yeah, that is true. No.
like,
if you look at the character, if you look at the character intro, it's actually kind of disturbing to know about Rika. I think that she killed her parents, if I'm not wrong.
I heard about that.
She killed her parents.
Because it's in the manga, but it's not in the not in the anime.
It's in the manga, yeah, and I have the manga, and she killed her parents. For example,
it's not super obvious. It's like hinted at that like her parents died, and then like other people in her life just kind of ended up dead, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? Did Rika kill these people like straight up out of the orphan?" Yeah.
At the same time, they really deserve it. So
I fucking love you. I swear to God.
I like Rika. What can I tell you? The weird voice that they put her in Japanese. Oh, I love it. I love it when she says that. Yuta. Oh my god, I love it.
Yuta. I hate when they draw them like little weak, sad boys. It's like circles under the eyes and stuff. I know that's like, it's just an aesthetic thing for me, but I'm like, and then, I don't know, not a fan. And then, I started liking him when he was just like an automatic special grade and he was kicking ass. And then the last, I don't know, minute and a half of the second season made me want to stab his eyes out. So
because he agreed,
he's like, I'm gonna kill
Yuji.
Itadori myself. Yuji Itadori myself.
Thoughts on the sexualization of the character from the fandom? Yes, I am one of them. The thought is that they are fucking delicious. That's all I can say. And
are we worried about the feelings of imaginary?
They're not human.
Look, they are animated that way. They're animated that way. The studio knows what they're doing. And let's just say that the Jujutsu girls are Jujutsu girls for a reason. Okay? Like, we are a threat to the rest of the anime community because we are the most unhinged and yet respectful. Fucking girls out there. Like, The way that we would simp for those men and that we would die for those men is for a reason. And they animated them like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
That
absolutely.
is
they
the
were
best female
they
fanfic.
were
I
yeah, they were animated for the female gaze.
Exactly.
Number one.
I put this point here because I saw a video on TikTok that I have to send both of you, that the person is a non-binary person, was talking about how it's crazy how women specifically sexualize the JJK characters. And I don't know, it's weird because one, why is bad when we do it, but when guys watch like hentai or fucking One Piece for Robin's tits that are huge, it's okay, but
Fan
when we do it, it's
service.
not. But when we do it, it's
Like,
not.
because men are not used to for fan service targeted towards women. And
They're
therefore
not
get
holding they're not holding men to the same standard that they hold women, because that's how it has been in society forever.
Mhm.
Forever it has been girls need to hold all the responsibility socially for men's behaviors because boys will be boys. And the second a woman dares admit that she has sexual urges or is a sexual being, then it's wrong and bad and improper. And it's just because it goes against our duty to uphold, moral society. And I give up. I'm not going to uphold
Same.
moral society anymore.
Fuck no.
I can understand this argument if it was actors
A real person, a human.
playing somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah. We had an issue in the dark romance community on Book Talk because hockey romance became a big deal, and then people who liked hockey romance started sending really inappropriate and lewd messages to real hockey players who had like wives and children and things like that. And they're like, we're just hockey players. We're not here for your gaze. We're here to play a game. But this is like, it was created specifically for the purpose of being absorbed and like visually ingested. I don't understand. I mean, I get if people are saying it's not okay that they're sexualizing children. Like, that's why I'll never say that, like, I'd totally fuck Nobara, because she's like 15 and that's weird to me.
Same.
And that's why I like feel weird about thinking that in the last episode, Itadori is hot with his shirt off. I'm trying. It feels weird.
Yeah.
But like, just all of them? The person was complaining about sexualizing
In
all
general, sexualizing mostly the male characters, because like JJK heads
Nanami
are
rolled
like
his
crazy.
sleeves up. You don't do that unless you want people to want to fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Why else
Listen,
do you roll your
Nanami
sleeves up?
smiles, and I take that as porn. I don't care.
Fair.
That's our argument on that. Favorite character from season 1, Reshea.
Why me first? Itadori. I really love him. He's a great character.
Oriana.
Yuji, same. I love him. Over Gojo. Yes, I do. Character?
Oh my god,
Go
from season
Yuji.
1.
How about you, Sussy?
I will have to say Mahito.
You liked him season 1?
It's not a like. It's a
character
wise. Yes, I love a complicated character that at the beginning I kind of like thought I was gonna love, and then I fucking loathe, and it's just emotions. And I think his character was so freaking well made. It's phenomenal. His work is incredible.
He's a great character because he actually makes you hate him, like real hate.
Yeah, and I never feel that with like books and stuff. I read, but it's like, oh my god, you motherfucker. But it's more like I want, if you were a person, I would fucking kill you. And I felt that with him, mostly on the second season. But on the first season, I started that, and I think his character, I don't know, I don't think he receives as much hype as he should, because fuck, what an amazing character.
Fuck him. That's why. Because we all hate
him. At the beginning,
yeah,
I thought about it. Favorite character from season 2? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Favorite character from season 2? Oriana.
You weren't the only one. Just to be fair, like there was like a little edit going around of Mahito of season 1 Mahito that he had like a little fan base for like a
the
hot
one that
minute.
had like favorite character from season 2.
I couldn't get into it. I was
Get
going to
into it.
go. I know. Eventually. I was going to go either. No, just Geto. Beautifully written.
You stole
Honestly.
mine.
I'm not sorry. Okay, like he was great.
No,
like
I
honestly.
get it.
No, like he was a
Absolutely.
beautifully written character. I love how they develop his arc. I love how they animate him. I love everything about him. I think that he's a perfect character. Along
Best,
with
if
Mahito.
not the best character of the second season.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Absolutely. What about you,
Agreed.
Reshea?
I mean, I think it.
Oh, and Toji also.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Toji did have an amazing comeback. Really redeemed himself as Father of the Year or the month, maybe not the year. Father of the day. And beat the shit out of that old lady. It was cool, but I probably do have to agree with you that it. Well, I mean, like, but when does Geto stop being Geto?
He stops being Geto when Gojo asks him, do you want me to kill everyone in here? When he carries him with Rico.
Right. So, okay. He was only in the season for 7 episodes.
He was written so well.
Somehow.
I'm talking about before Geto and after Geto. I'm talking about
After
a movie
Geto.
Geto.
Oh, and movie Geto.
Yes.
Okay, so 7 episodes and a movie, but still, then he fucks off for. I mean, not on purpose. I don't think he died on purpose, but like, then he's gone, and he still had one of the most complex, relatable, to be or not to be moments. It was like poetic and sad, and they encapsulated that the true like moral questions that you get in like philosophy class. Like, it's a real humdinger, and he might not have chosen what everybody would have chosen, having, you know, the third party overview of everything, but when you're in his situation and you're feeling desperate and you go, I don't know how else to fix this situation, you do what you can with what tools you have, and I think that's what he did. So yeah.
I mean, he did take like an extreme side of things, obviously. He was very radical in his way of viewing and acting, obviously. But I do have to say that the way that they do develop his character in his motivations as well, I feel like because it goes hand in hand with Gojo as well, and also what Gojo represents, I think that to some extent they wanted to, like, Geto wanted to basically remove all the burden that Gojo has on his shoulders from just being born. You know? Like, he
So
is constantly looking out for him.
Is this all just a grand gesture? Is
Yes.
this all just
that is exactly what it is.
Is this
because
all just
Gojo
his way of like
that.
He's just like, this is his build up to proposing to Gojo.
Literally, and that's exactly why he smiles at Gojo when he tells him, you could at least curse me at the end, because he could see that Gojo could also see what his true intentions were. Like, there was that mutual understanding as to why everything was going down. And that's why it's so impactful. That's why it's so beautifully written.
Best character in the fucking show. I don't care what anyone says. Best character. Ultimate fuck, marry, kill. 3 characters.
Oh shit.
Kill Mahito. I will fuck Geto. No. I'll fuck Todo. Let's be on. No, I lied. Nanami. I'm fucking Nanami. That's final answer. Fucking Nanami. Killing Mahito. Marrying Gojo, because that bitch has a bank account.
What about you, Oriana?
Shit. Okay,
Maki will
despite
be right back.
Mahito being Mahito, okay, I understand why he does the things that he does. So I'm killing Mei Mei. Because that bitch got to go. She needs to be in jail.
I already
if not
forgot
a death
about
sentence.
her. I already forgot about her. Yeah, no,
No,
kill her too.
She traumatized my ass. Um, oh my god. Fuck Gojo because I need to, obviously. And you already know what I'm gonna say, but like marry Choso because I love my baby. Or marry Maki because oh my god.
I was
I
gonna
love
say
that
marry
woman.
Maki because lesbian relationships are healthier generally, right? I'm kidding.
Yeah, and also Choso is over at 150 years old, so I don't know.
We don't know how much longer he's got. Though,
That's a good
if you
question.
don't get it, if you don't have to sign a prenup,
Yeah. Ah, shit.
be good for you.
That's funny.
Susie, oh my god, you should just marry an old rich man. Like a really old rich man.
I think you're muted.
I said I'm working on that. Um,
I figured she said that.
actively working on that. Marry Geto, fuck Geto, kill the fucking old guys that are like commanding everything and everyone. Kill them all.
The higher ups.
Fuck, kill them all. I don't care.
My wifey is ahead of you.
All
Not
that
even
speech is
fucking
that.
Gojo, at least for once.
Listen,
You know, you're gonna be fucking Geto
Susie,
for the rest of your life.
that's awfully
listen.
monogamous of
If
you,
I
Susie.
fuck,
I don't know how I feel about that.
listen. If I fuck Geto, I can have Gojo, and I know it. I don't care. It doesn't have to be
If
a.
you
I know.
marry Geto, you can have Gojo.
I am marrying Geto. I'm marrying
Fine,
Geto and fucking Geto.
marry Geto. Gojo comes with the package because they're boyfriend and boyfriend. You can also fuck Nanami. Look at that. Now you, oops, sorry. Now you got like 4.
Listen, with Nanami for me is a big brother energy. I see it as daddy big brother energy, but not lover energy.
I think that is because we see him from Juji's point of view.
Yep.
You
I
know?
cannot
don't.
sexualize him in
I
that
see
way.
him.
He's
I see him
beautiful,
as
but
somebody
Yeah.
who's really good at pulling hair.
I'm not
Ori,
sorry.
what are the best fanfic stories you'll recommend? Give me a
Oh,
top 3, no more than that.
Fanfic self insert because I tend to read self inserts, which is Gojo Geto X Reader.
I have it.
Okay, is one of the guys by Patricia 828540 in Wattpad because that it's already finished, and the best part is
Gold.
that absolutely incredible because it also has the others. Like you get to fuck Choso, you get to fuck Toji, you get to fuck Sukuna, and you also get to fuck the main 2. So you're like, and also you get like the side end. It's absolutely incredible. I love it. I absolutely love it. Another one would be Infinite. It's Gojo Satoru X Reader by Anyway I Don't Care or IDC. She is incredible at writing stories in general. She is so good that she even has created her own fucking universe within the stories because she connects them all. She's that good. Calling it the Chi universe. I fucking love her. I got into her mostly during the pandemic, so thank you for that, Chi. But that one is absolutely incredible, and if I'm not wrong, is finished. Sometimes she drops them, but that one is finished. And just for my Nanami girlies, is that is girl that it is Nanami X Reader X Gojo by Jimin Jams. Yes, the fucking username is hilarious, but also it's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Although Gojo does end up like slight warning, it's not one of the best characters. He does have he's not even morally gray. He's just cruel.
He's in his villain era.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So,
Susie and I are here for that.
or
Absolutely. Yeah. Give it to me.
or one of my favorites, Sex Therapy, which is a Toji X reader, featuring the JJK villains, meaning Sukuna, Choso,
The
literally
hot ones, not
the hot ones.
weird
Exactly.
body
Oh yeah, no.
Exactly. No, the hot ones, not that
Do
shit.
we have Kinjaku there or no?
Do we have Geto? We have Geto there, but we haven't fucked him yet. We have Geto no Kenjaku. We have Geto no Kenjaku,
Okay,
but we
I
haven't
can do
fucked him
that.
yet.
I can do that.
Because it is a Toji, and therefore we haven't gotten Gojo yet either. We don't have Gojo in there.
Yeah.
But we do have Naoya Senin, and I hate that fucker. And how she writes him, it's just such a good story. It's an incredible story. It's not finished. Like warning, it's not finished. but it's nearing the end, but it's so fucking good. It's so descriptive, and also her vocabulary is incredible. So I'm like, I'm thriving off of this.
The guy that you mentioned is the cousin, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And if not, what final honorable mention, Nudes by XL Exact, because that is a Toji X reader, in which the reader accidentally sends Toji her news when she was drunk. And she is one of Megumi's friends, along with Yuji and Novara. But she's overage. She's at least like 20 something. But it was messy.
Oh,
But
okay,
he's into
okay.
it. He's into it. He's into
I'm
it.
like,
No,
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 tell
no,
me
wait.
she's 15. I thought you were going to
No,
say she
God,
was
no.
15 or 17.
God, no. God, no.
Okay,
No, no, no.
okay.
They are college students already. Don't worry about it.
Do
But
not
like,
worry about the
it's
names.
so
We will.
fucking good.
That's it, sinners. We did it. It's currently almost 1 a.m. in New York, and
Oh my
we're
God.
savage like that. Yes. I loved it. It was great. It's awesome when you find people that actually like understand your weird things and your nerdiness is so cute. And I have to. Oriana, we love you so freaking much. You know, you're my baby, and I'm
I
so
love you
excited
too.
and happy that you came here and you talked about something that you're so passionate. You don't understand. She's been nagging me for years, I think, already.
Yes.
And she recently helped me get back into BLs, and we're gonna be talking about that soon because another
I give the
world.
good shit. I give the good shit.
Yes, we love you, sinners. Oriana, say bye.
Goodbye. It's been an honor. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
Of course,
coming
my baby. You
on the show.
you can come back anytime you want with any phenomenal fanfic, recs, or anime, or very very. What was the name of the sexualized animes?
Etchy.
Etchy. Any etchy. We're here for you. We love you.
I love you. Thank you.
If you liked this episode, please take a moment to take your time to like, review, and rate us 5 stars on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on. You can also hit that share button and share this episode with any fellow smut, or in this case, anime lovers that you have in your life. Because you can't get enough of us, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads with the handle @ComeWithUsPod. You can go to comewithuspod.com to find links to our show on all podcasting platforms, all of our social media, or to send us an email.
Sinners, you've been good little angels. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And remember, stay wicked, stay wild, and keep reading and watching a lot of anime and whatever you like to watch. We love you. Bye.
Bye.